Looking at this Tierney stuff, people. If I make a time zone, time zone, man, say time zone, time stamp. Shout out to you lot operating in different time zones, people. Transfer news, Tierney, Newcastle. Now, Newcastle have a long interest in Kieran Tierney, and I wouldn't say Newcastle are immediate rivals just yet, but because of the money, because of what Eddie Howe is doing and things like that, if I'm devil's advocate, should we really be selling Tierney to Newcastle? Now, I love Kieran Tierney. Unless Newcastle offer us something we can't refuse, or Tierney forces it, which we're going to be in the Champions League. You wanted to join a competitive club. Pardon me, this comes with it. As great as Zinchenko is, Zinchenko has frailties in his game. If Zinchenko loses form, you might ask the question of Mikel Arteta to obviously rejig what he's doing, really. So I wouldn't get rid of Tierney, but unless he forces the bolt out and they offer us 40, 50 million for someone who has had a tough time with injuries, because we're going to have to buy another left back or find something in that regards. I know Tomiyasu can play there. We're going to have to find the next one. So it really depends, really. I don't quite believe in Tavares' credentials defensively, really. But for what it's worth, Newcastle closely monitoring Arsenal star Kieran Tierney as price tag revealed. Newcastle United are closely monitoring Arsenal star Kieran Tierney, sources have told Football Insider. The North East Giants are in the market for a new left back this summer who can slot straight into their starting 11. They have an interest in Anton Robertson, and City also looking at the Fulham lad. It's believed Tierney, 25, is also on the radar of Newcastle. I mean, he doesn't feel the cold. It's not the best of weather up in Newcastle, so that could be a plus point as they assess potential left-back options. The former Celtic star, who is valued around the 30 million mark, is the second choice. I wouldn't sell him then if he's rated at 30 million, because don't Celtic have a sell-on clause, and we're going to have to find one. Tierney just signed a new deal. He's valued by Mikel Arteta, really. It's going to cost around that to find the next one. Might as well just keep him, man. And it's no surprise he's highly rated by Eddie Howe. Obviously, he's only played 16 times in the league, people, mostly off the bench. He's only completed 90 minutes twice this season. Tomiyasu's obviously played a lot more than that, but he was the first choice. More competition means we're more likely to win things. If you want to be the first name on the team sheet, get your chance and take it. If Tierney gets his opportunity and he takes it and forces Arteta to drop Zinchenko, play him out wide, great. But if Tierney wants to leave and Arteta knows of the next fullback we can bring in, keep it moving. I don't know if selling to Newcastle's the right thing, though, man. And I don't know if we should be selling a 25-year-old for 30 million, really, because I don't care what no one tells me. When he's fit, I'm not saying he's the best. He is one of the best left backs in the Prem. I don't think we should be helping him. Football Insider has also been told Arsenal told to agree 60 million Lautaro Martinez deal. I don't know if I want to believe Gabby or Bongalo, but allegedly, Football Insider sources said on Tuesday that the Gunners have reignited their interest in the 25-year-old Argentine Inter Milan striker, Lautaro Martinez, ahead of the summer window. Allegedly, the Serie A side are struggling with financial problems and could be forced to part with the Argentina international in the summer, with a fee of 70 to 80 million believed to be enough to complete the deal. Man United and Chelsea are also looking at him. As you know, people, we're very light up front. We've only got Jesus and obviously Gabby Jesus and obviously Nketiah. We don't know what's going to happen with Balogun. I like Martinez, but he seems more like a support act, and he is obviously a different profile to Eddie, but I would prefer maybe someone a completely different profile to what we have. Someone that, especially games we're chasing, where we might be able to be a lot more direct as a football club and put balls into the box. Someone that's about 6 foot and can really trouble opposition defenders. I'm not too sure. Speaking of strikers, Arsenal and Tottenham interested in Wahi transfer, with 20-year-old starring at Montpellier this season. He's got 8 goals in 21 Liga games this season, people. 8 goals in 21. He's created 12 chances. He's got 1 assist. He's had 20 shots on target. Been fouled 22 times, as this graphic says, and made 286 passes. It's probably just general scouting, but if he's got the ability, why not? Dortmund apparently are interested in him as well, people. I mean, it says he's got 8 goals here, but then it says, oh, sorry, he got 10 last season. So he's on track to do what he can do better, people. Spurs have been tracking him since he was 14, and allegedly Chelsea, Man United, Man City, Liverpool, and Southampton will also claim to be keen. Apparently, Arsenal have also reportedly joined Man United and Chelsea in the race to sign Denzel Dumfries from Inter Milan, people. Spurs are looking at Brighton striker Ivan Ferguson. Where do Brighton keep developing these players when they get them out of nowhere, innit, really? Marcus Thuram's been linked with Arsenal and a whole bunch of other clubs. Apparently, the Borussia Mönchengladbach director has confirmed they'll leave on a free. We have to accept that there are bigger clubs where Marcus might go. Fabrizio Romano is copied and pasted. Thuram has proposals from England, Italy, and Spain after Chelsea interest in January, folks. Apparently, West Ham are interested in Alex Scott, who plays obviously for Bristol City. Arsenal apparently have been interested in him as well, people. And they're two different players with two different positions, but allegedly this might have a knock-on effect, people. As once again, it says Declan Rice's future at West Ham is in doubt, with TalkSport reporting that the club have now set their valuation of the midfielder at 120 million. Arsenal, Chelsea, and Man United are all interested. They've also been linked with Milinkovic Savic. They know they're not going to get 120 million, people. As the window goes on, they'll probably soften their stance, and they're probably just trying to spark a bidding war between every club interested in him, as his contract is running out in 2024. They do have the option to extend. I wouldn't mind Mac Allister because he can play in a bunch of roles, and you lot have opened my eyes to him playing as an 8, people. I'm kind of here for it. Apparently, the Messi lookalike Alex Mac Allister's dad sends message to Arsenal and Chelsea over possible summer transfer. His dad is expecting his son to have possibilities in the transfer market this summer, but knows it will take a huge bid to encourage Brighton to let him go. As you know, the 24-year-old's reputation is enhancing with every game, and he hardly did his reputation any harm performing for his country in their victory at the World Cup in December, people. His dad, Carlos Mac Allister, who played with Maradona, same way his son played with Messi. No pressure on Mac Allister's kid / Carlos Mac Allister's grandkid. For now, he is at Brighton. It seems to me a very good thing that he has returned from the World Cup and has not despaired about leaving, enjoying success calmly and in peace in a team that loves him very much. He should have scored at the weekend, though, in their defeat to Fulham. Pardon me, and a couple of their players. The reception he received has been the best. He is very well in the club. We all know that in July there'll be possibilities to be able to leave. I reckon he goes Spain, or who knows, he might even link Messi for PSG. But prior to the World Cup, Alexis renewed his deal so that the club also had the opportunity of an important transfer so that a lot can reach Brighton. It is an idea. He did say, I am focused on Brighton. I'm really happy here. I enjoy every day. They know how grateful I am to this club. I don't have any rush to leave. We'll have to see how that develops, people. On that as well, again, reiterating anything, Newcastle allegedly closely monitoring Kieran Tierney. Arsenal pulled ahead in the Denzel Dumfries pursuit, according to this Italian outlet, people. Not too sure that's the case. We're still keen to sign Bundesliga attacker Jesper Lindstrom from Frankfurt. That one seems to have gone away, people. That was one that was really the one in December. We've sent scouts to look at Victor Rug, the young 17-year-old Brazilian forward we've been linked with. We're reportedly keen to line up an offer for free or soon-to-be free agent Marco Asensio on a free transfer. It seems that he won't get a new deal at Real Madrid, but we'll have to monitor that. I love Marcus Rashford at the Emirates, and he keeps scoring like today against Leicester. We've been linked with him as his contract, he's in contract talks. He'll sign one at United, and this is probably BS. We've been linked with Asu Fati for a few weeks. Allegedly, we're keeping tabs on James Maddison. Brighton have slapped a 35 million pound asking price on Mitoma. Saliba's close to signing a new deal, and it's going to take a lot of money to sign Declan Rice. And we haven't made a decision on what we're doing with Balogun at the end of his loan spell, or to give Reece Nelson a new deal. So that seems to be the transfer news where that's concerned, people. I'll leave you lot to draw your own conclusions. The dream is free. The hustle is sold separately. Smash the like button, people. Mac Allister is nice, but we need Mitoma and Rice to sum up. Classic Guna, I disagree. If you offer me, big up Mitoma, but if you and Mitoma's a bad boy, but if you offer me Rice and Mac Allister, I'm having that over Mitoma and Rice, We definitely need to get a striker in the summer along with two midfielders to replace both Partey and Xhaka long term. We also need a backup for Saliba. Also, Rashford isn't leaving. Only player I take from Brighton is Mitoma. Harsh, man. I'm taking Mitoma. Would love to see him do it for another season, but I'm taking Mitoma. I might even take that Ivan Ferguson based on what I've seen so far. Mitoma, Ivan Ferguson, Caicedo, Mac Allister. There's probably a next one, really. Taking a few of their players. Tierney starts at Newcastle. He's got to stay. But they dropped that 40 to 50. We have to go for Aaron Hickey. One Scott out, one Scott in. I like your thinking. If Arsenal need a target, man, why not go for Victor Osimhen? Man, his death row beast in front of goal. Learning how to stay on side as well. We need at least 40 million for Tierney. A Scamacca profile type would be nice. Not sure why it's not coming on screen. Thuram, a good option. Good option, yeah, but I'd rather leave it alone, man. Next year, him and Tommy will have more game time. I can definitely see Tierney going to Newcastle this summer, but only if Tierney throws his toys out the pram. And if he does, I would ask for 35 million. I hear that. Saka and Man United is the worst future. Henry said big players are nice. No, he didn't. He said they're not nice. Henry wasn't nice. Henry's lying to you. Don't let him lie to you. Henry's 100% lying. No, he did not say that. No, he did not say that, my guy. He did not say that at all. Where is it? He definitely didn't see that because I'd say that. Sorry, I'm pretty sure I was looking at them quotes today, man. He definitely didn't say that. And without having them to have nice players, bro. In fact, it says it here, and I don't want to make out a line. The nice players are not nice. I mean, good players are not nice. Big players are not nice. If you want to be big, you want to be that guy. Big players are not nice. Big up Saka. Mind yourself, Douglas Luiz, man. Be easy, Coutinho. Both flops. You didn't, you know, it flopped for you at Barca. It flopped for you. You didn't want to leave because you wanted to stay at Villa. Shows your mentality. Nice hair, though. Get out of here, mate, with all of that nonsense. Saka's becoming a villain. He definitely didn't. Henri definitely never said that, bro. Man, I'm watching Cadiz. Barca was actually expecting a favour from Cadiz, but then players are all bandulis, mate. It's crazy if you're relying on them kind of clubs with the most respect. What we need is Jude Bellingham. If you ain't got 120 million, yeah. Glad for the 2 points and having the ball going off Martinez's head, but the red flags cannot be ignored. Amen. He's not paying that Bellingham stuff. Ferguson looks at Giroud in the making, needs another year of Brighton. It's true. And to be honest, it makes sense. He's 18. He's playing at a club that develops players. There's no real pressure. You see what Brighton do. If the move comes, you'll go in it. But if we could find someone like that, because I don't know his potential, but, you know, 18, I need to see his passport. There's no way that geezer is 18. He's physically a handful. Looks like he's got that knack for scoring goals. And he's a different profile. I would like one of them, really and truly. So, yeah, man, Brighton seem to, you know, Ferguson's come out of nowhere. Obviously, my man Mitoma's not necessarily come out of nowhere, but to us normal football fans, come out of nowhere. Small hope if we go and do our shopping at Man City this summer. I don't think they'll sell us to him. But apparently, there's a reluctance at Man City to hand Gundogan the 2-year contract extension that he wants. The 32-year-old is attracting interest from Germany and Spain. Arteta chat to him, man. It wouldn't make sense because you've got Jorginho, El Nene, Partey, and Xhaka in terms of age, but chat to him, man. Rico Lewis, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, Mahrez, Ake. Listen, come to London, man. Talk to them, Arteta. Talk to them. I like how, Sancho in that 10 is that guy. Sancho's more of a 10 than a winger. He's never been, I think that's what didn't help him in the Premier League. Coming to the Prem, people that are casual watchers, they thought he'd just going to be them guys that is going to get chalk on their boots. He wants to play them short little 1-2s and stuff. He doesn't consistently want to take on his man. Nice to see that Sancho is doing well, man. Sancho, Rashford and Saka, I like to see them do well. We obviously saw what happened to them in the Euros. And, you know, Sancho's been going through it in terms of mental health-wise as well. So it's lovely to see him impacting off the bench and Saka shining and Rashford shining. But where Sancho and Rashford are, hopefully they don't shine too bright as an Arsenal fan. I like how these players aren't nice. Saka with the push, Martinelli with the celebration, Ramsdale and Ben White can get under people's skin. Ramsdale's a rattler. Ben White is Mr. S-Housery. And I love it. You've got to be able to do that, man. The next time someone pushes Mikel Arteta, though, like Kevin De Bruyne, we all need to surround him. And for Mikel Arteta, could you have taken a tumble? In an ideal world, you dive. It probably wouldn't have got anywhere. But when Kevin pushes you, you dive. Completely off topic, people. And again, I don't really believe anything that comes out of Italy. But apparently, Juventus now willing to sell Jorginho's international teammate to Arsenal. Juventus are now willing to sell Locatelli to Mikel Arteta's Arsenal in the summer, according to this Italian publication, people. I don't know if I believe it. And aren't they letting Rabiot leave for free? Apparently, they're open to letting the 25-year-old leave if they get a good offer. What's a good offer? Because haven't they got an obligation to make him permanent in the summer after getting him from Sassuolo? Wouldn't they want a healthy bit of profit? For what it's worth, I would love him at the carpet, but it seems like that one's gone. It's said Rafinha said that he likes Arsenal. Apparently, he's quoted as saying, "A team I like outside Spain, Arsenal and PSG." I don't believe Locatelli's leaving. I'd rather have Jorginho at this point than Lokonga. Respectfully to Lokonga, of course.